Would you remain standing and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors by the Westminster Public Schools Color Guard?
Por favor, permanezcan de pie y remuevan sus sombreros para la presentación de la bandera a cargo de la Guardia de Honor de las Escuelas Públicas de Westminster.
It's my pleasure to introduce Anastasia Martinez. One of our seniors will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thanks for the poke. Oh, see, I was like all messed up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to ask the people in the back again to move forward and find a seat, or go to the balcony and find a seat. I'm going to do it. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kathy Greb, Mistress of Ceremonies and Assistant Principal at Hidden Lake High School. This is truly an evening to celebrate. Were you all aware that we have a record number of graduates this year? Did we have 70? No. Did we have 80? No. Did we have 100? Yes. How fantastic is that? Congratulations, graduates. Thank you, everyone. At this time, I would like to introduce our honored guests. Please hold your applause until the last name is read. Our honored guests are
La señora es Kathy Greb, es maestra de ceremonias y directora auxiliar de la Escuela Preparatoria Hidden Lake. En este momento, le gustaría presentarles a nuestros invitados de honor. Por favor, no aplaudan hasta que se haya leído el último nombre. Nuestros invitados de honor son
Mr. Joseph Davidek, Vice President, Board of Education. Mr. Max Math, Treasurer, Board of Education. Mr. Larry Dean Valente, School Board Director, Board of Education. Dr. Pamela Swanson, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. James Stewart, Principal, Hidden Lake High School. Mr. Kenneth Chancho, Secretary, Board of Education. Would the faculty and staff of Hidden Lake High School please stand and be recognized?
Le pedimos a la facultad y personal de la Escuela Preparatoria Hidden Lake que se pongan de pie para recibir nuestro reconocimiento.
Graduation from high school is a milestone in the lives of our students and families. The dignity of the occasion can best be observed by refraining from whistling, shouting, blowing air horns, applauding for any one student. This will also allow anyone in attendance to hear the name of each graduate. Your congratulations can best be shown by applause for the total group after the last graduate has been awarded a diploma.
La graduación de preparatoria es una meta importante en la vida de nuestros estudiantes y sus familias. La solemnidad de esta ocasión se observa mejor si nos abstenemos de silbar, gritar o aplaudir a un estudiante en particular. Esto permitirá que todos los asistentes escuchen el nombre de cada graduando. Sus felicitaciones se demostrarán al grupo después que el último graduando haya recibido su diploma.
Would the parents of the class of 2018 graduates please rise and be acknowledged? You are commended for all of your support, effort, and the hours you have devoted to your children to help make their high school years successful. We appreciate you for this dedication to your students and to Hidden Lake High School. We offer our most sincere thanks.
Los padres de los graduandos de la clase de 2018, por favor pónganse de pie para recibir nuestro reconocimiento. Los felicito por todo su apoyo, esfuerzo y las horas que han dedicado a sus hijos para ayudarlos a ser exitosos. Sus años en la escuela preparatoria Hidden Lake. Les ofrecemos nuestro más sincero agradecimiento.
It is my honor to introduce Dr. Pamela Swanson, Superintendent of Schools.
Es un honor presentar a la doctora Pamela Swanson, Superintendente de Escuelas.
Good evening and congratulations to the class of 2018. You made it. I want you to know that you're just moments away from hearing your name called, getting your diploma, and walking, maybe skipping, maybe even dancing into the next chapter of your lives. And by the way, my word of advice to you is this: if you choose to dance, make sure someone shows you a copy of the video before it's posted online, because things on the internet last forever. Right? This is a big moment, and I hope you soak it all in and appreciate how far you have come. I know some of you may have even wondered if a cap and gown would be in your future. As someone said a long time ago, and I think it's worth repeating, the tassel is worth the hassle. And along with the sense of joy and fulfillment that you have tonight, I hope you also have a strong sense of gratitude. Gratitude for all the teachers and staff who have worked with you, and gratitude for your family and your friends who have believed in you and supported you on the journey. None of us do this alone. And I would be remiss if I didn't say you have amazing faculty and staff at Hidden Lake High School. You have amazing administration. But one in particular, I want to call out because he has the nerve to retire this year, and that's Mr. Chris Sekera. Mr. Sekera? And Mr. Sekera, I want you to know one thing. You were not a teacher here for all those years. I can truly say, because I've seen your work, you're a life changer. One of my favorite things to say, in fact, probably the staff I work with, they're sick of hearing me say it, is the most important day for our students is the day after graduation. And this is the moment you've spent so much time preparing for. So technically, let's see, you have a little less than 5 hours before that day after graduation. And if the sound of the ticking clock makes you a little nervous and feels a little overwhelming, don't let it be, because remember, you get to write the next chapter in your life. And as you write that next chapter, don't forget some immortal words from an old movie by a fictitious high school scholar by the name of Ferris Bueller. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. And traditionally, graduations are a time to give a little bit of advice and thoughts about how to go on and live a happy life, which all of you deserve. Here's something you can do for yourself and for others, and it's something your principal, Mr. Stewart, does every day. Be kind. I'll say it again. Be kind. Someone once told me it doesn't cost any money to have good manners, and people in your life may not remember everything you say to them, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And right now in our world, we're lacking a lot of kindness and goodness, so let's change the world. Be kind. Second thing I want to tell you is be strong. Never give up, regardless of the challenges. Many of you have overcome great challenges. There will be many more in your life. But have courage to face adversity and make sound decisions. Never accept failure. And finally, this is what I really want for you. Commit to making a good life for yourself. You have the tools. Now just put them into action. Education's only good if you use it. If you do these things, it will give you a fail-proof recipe for life. And in the words of the late Tom Petty, who sang, you are about to head into the great wide open, under them skies of blue. Congratulations and good luck to each and every one of you, and Godspeed. Thank you.
Please welcome our principal, Mr. James Stewart.
Por favor, demos la bienvenida a nuestro director, el señor James Stewart.
So wow, we've got a whole bunch of amazing heroes sitting in front of me at the front of this auditorium. And heroes, I wish that I had the tenacity and strength of the heroes that sit here before me. They are here every day. They are managing life. They are succeeding and growing as adults right before our eyes. Heroes. There's one hero that came to mind as I was writing this speech, and that man created and built the first nuclear-powered submarines in America. He demanded excellence and creativity. Admiral Rickover inspired trust and humility while being bigger than his story. When taking a class on quantum mechanics, he requested extra tutoring. When asked about it, he said, "I guess I'm not the only dummy in class, just the only one with enough guts to admit it." This is what made him a hero, the ability to look upon himself and say, "I need help." The graduates came to Hidden Lake looking for help. So many students drop out of school, lose the inspiration of gaining that high school diploma. Not these graduates here. They were the ones with enough guts to admit they needed help. That defining moment is what makes them a hero, allows them to rise above and own their own education. So for these students, it did not matter when you had to make that video for Zoe. Right? Oh, there were some tears. There was some profanity at me and Zoe. There was some blaming, but in the end, you owned it. And it really didn't matter when Sherman said, "You have to be able to graph this quadratic." You owned it, even though you were saying, "When will I ever use this again?" You learned compassion and humanity from others when you learned how to challenge yourself in discovery, or about making a difference in the world with Belnay as he shared the stories and insights, and you learned to own your own learning. It was your story that brought you to Hidden Lake. Many of you have been adulting for some time now. I look at the faces of the students who are now my peers, adults. I see students who are parents themselves. I see students who have cared for sick parents. I see students who have overcome addiction, who have survived tremendous bullying and abuse. Instead of breaking, you bent. You overcame, you survived. That is what makes you incredible heroes. It would have been easy to take that traditional path to graduation, yet you took the path less traveled. And you made it anyway. You endure and you thrive despite what life throws at you. You live the quote from Wayne Dyer, "Go for it now. The future is promised to no one." You are the heroes. You are the ones that keep our teachers coming back every day to make a difference. And by the way, speaking of teachers, we have teachers in this building that are here for you, because of you. For them, if you were to strip away all the grades, lessons, planning, schedules, computer software, if those things were all to disappear right now without a trace, the teachers here would be content to live upon Hidden Lake's impact on you. The students. Hundreds of boys and girls before you have become heroes under their tutelage. You will be joining the adults from Hidden Lake that have had an impact in virtually every part in America. You become part of the legacy made by our graduates to make a difference and to change the world. We need to give special gratitude to the champions whose vision and support have sustained Hidden Lake. Dr. Swanson and our Board of Education back Hidden Lake every year. They support through our administrators from central office. And they all know that through our staff, they, and by extension, make a difference in the world and on you. Thank you for your support. But you want to know what? The true stars in this audience tonight are the parents. They have been through difficult and enchanting times with their child, and getting that hero here tonight, it is with great relief, and I feel you dearly, parents, that they can finally say, get a job, pay some rent, move on to the next part of your life. I don't care what it is, college, work, relationships. Graduates, you decide, because that's your destiny. High school and high school drama, parents, is finally over. Congratulations, parents. So graduates, heroes push against their limits to define themselves. They do not let their story define them. I am proud and humbled by your strength, and I elect to be part of the impact you make on this world. I ask you to remember to choose life that makes you happy, to choose not to give up, to choose to be open, honest, and direct with others, to choose to laugh with abandonment. I ask that you extend grace, mercy, and forgiveness to others while creating the tapestry of your life that demonstrates that you are bigger than your story. All right, would you please welcome Delilah Adami to the stage?
Okay, guys, I'm really nervous, so please bear with me. Welcome to all of you in attendance, and thank you for sharing the celebration tonight. My name is Delilah Adami. Before I start this speech, I want to tell my mom, stepdad, sisters, brother-in-law, nephews, and most of all, my wonderful teachers here at Hidden Lake High School. I couldn't have done it without you guys. I'm about to have you guys laugh and cry at the same time, so please grab your tissues now. I want to start off by saying that I am so thankful to be here walking this stage. Better yet, being able to make this speech on how thankful I am for my teachers, friends, and family. A few months ago, myself, my cousin Aviana, and my dearest friend Angel were in a bad car accident. So today, instead of the school dedicating us for you all to remember us, we will be called to receive our diplomas. Most of you already know that I have had my head in the clouds, but the last 2 months, it has been enhanced by a wonderful concussion. Sherman would try to explain something to me in math, and I could not remember for the life of me of what he just taught me. So all I could say is, sorry, Sherman, I hit my head hard. And he would just laugh, and all I could say is no, literally. I've been through so much here at Hidden Lake, from coming in as a goofy, curious teenager to leaving as a mature, well-knowledge young woman. I was president of student council. I would speak at enrollment nights, went on many awesome field trips, became so close with all my wonderful teachers, and most of all, became the person you see here today. I want you, as the class of 2018, to know that we all did it in our own unique ways. The decisions we make in this moment are based in either love or fear. You can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. Everything you do in life will eventually disappear one day, and all that will be left are the memories that others hold of you. You all have opportunities, skills, and education that so many others who came before you could never have dreamed of gaining. And it is your responsibility to make the world better with these skills. So just imagine the kind of impact that you're going to make after tonight. Imagine how you can inspire those to reach higher and complete their own education. We all know that as we live our lives, we have a purpose to fulfill. But some of us don't really know what our purpose is yet. I can tell you guys that you know it's your purpose when you start doing things from your heart instead of your head. I know that we as Hidden Lake graduates all have such a good purpose. So I hope that as you walk up and receive your diploma, that you think of what your purpose is in life, or if you already found your purpose, then refine it. Be yourself, be the leader that Sakura taught us all to be. Start the next chapter in life with a smile, because yes, you may have had the support to be here receiving your diploma, but you did it. Before I end this, I want to give Sherman and Zoe a big thank you for being able to put up with me. Archie, Loretta, and Mr. and Mrs. Mitchell for being like my other mom and dad. And Miss Brown for being able to be the listening ears when I needed one. Now, please, give the class of 2018 a big round of applause.
Would you please welcome Lauren Duran to the podium?
Ladies and gentlemen, faculty, and my fellow classmates of 2018, I'd like to welcome everyone to this solemn and joyous occasion. It has been a long 4 years and maybe even longer for some of us, but here we are ready to walk the stage. We worked hard to get to this point, but we didn't do it by ourselves. Before I begin, we owe a huge debt of gratitude to the following people. To our teachers, thank you for unselfishly sharing your time, talent, and knowledge with us. The extra time spent to explain assignments, and sometimes more than once because we weren't paying attention or didn't understand. The effort you put to make lessons more interesting so we wouldn't just tune out. Thank you for setting the bar and challenging us. To our parents, thank you for supporting us in more ways than it's possible to count. You herded us out the door to the bus stop or drove us to school yourselves. You helped us with homework, paid our class fees, and listened to our complaints. You listened to our inevitable high school daily dramas, but you tried to give us enough space to learn how to work and solve things for ourselves. These mentions are just a few of the ways you supported us on our journey. To our advisors, coaches, thank you for making school about more than just classwork. Through teamwork, we learned how to come as one and give it our best effort, win or lose. We learned the importance of discipline and good sportsmanship, and how to come together to achieve a common goal as we are all doing today. To our custodial staff, lunchroom attendants, and campus security, thank you for keeping our school safe and clean. You know better than anyone else how disastrous we've been. To our principal, vice principal, and all the office staff, thank you for keeping things running smoothly so our teachers could concentrate on us. To our guidance counselors, thank you for listening and trying to keep us on the right track for graduation. Without your help, some of us might not be walking across the stage today. And lastly, time to thank ourselves. Without our hard work and dedication, there would be no graduating class. All the extra hours spent doing homework, late nights studying, and the extra stress of deadlines was all worth it. We did it. We started high school as children, we overcome our lack of knowledge, and now we leave this place as adults. Receiving your high school diploma is a wonderful tool that helps open so many doors. Life is a journey that doesn't stop after obtaining your diploma. Life is about growing, learning, and setting new standards, but we don't have to stop there. This graduation has already shown us how capable we are of accomplishing our goals when we commit ourselves to them. Some of us will continue to study, others will go straight to work, but each of us will walk our own path. Live by your own potential. Teach and learn as you walk forward in life. No, we are not perfect, and I know there are a few that have moaned and groaned about school more than I have. But when I think about the class of 2018, I think about entrepreneurs, artists, musicians, writers, photographers, scientists, teachers, nurses or doctors, leaders, social activists, and so much more. We are capable of so much, and no matter where our story started, if it started at a different school or at Hidden Lake High School, we all ended here. We all worked hard to get to this day. We pushed past the people who said that we couldn't, and we did. When they said that we won't, we will. The road that lies ahead of us will not be easy. There will be obstacles, roadblocks, and potholes. Times we feel like we have nobody, but we are not alone. We are in this journey together. Nothing worthwhile comes easy. That includes making the best of our futures. We will keep pushing forward and making our now dreams our new reality. We've taken the first step by making it to the ceremony today. Now it's the time to take our next steps in our journey of life and embrace our now future. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2018.
Those ladies were amazing. Give them one more hand of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guest, I would now like to present to you the class of 2018.
Damas y caballeros e invitados de honor, quiero presentarles a la clase del 2018.
Ready? Yasmin Abeda. Yasmin would like to thank her family, especially her father and mother, for always believing in her. Delilah Alexis Adame. Delilah is thankful for her mother, stepdad, sisters, brother-in-law, nephews, and her best friends, Aviana, Samantha, Angel, and Jackie. She couldn't have done it without you guys. Cynthia Alari. Cynthia is thankful for having a supportive family, and also Miss Greb and Mr. Stewart, who gave her the opportunity to graduate with her class. Victor J. Barragon, Jr. Victor thanks his dad, mom, stepmom, grandma Dorothy, grandpa Rudy, grandma Jan, Papo, Taya, Alina, Izzy, Emily, Brianna, Willie, Mickey, Rodney, Nico, and all of his cousins. Uncle Adrian, David Van Har, Jason Blundell, Nicoli, Rich Tofen, Dempsey, Taco, and Tom Anya. Ray Benavides. Ray thanks his parents, especially his dad. A big thank you to his whole family for all their love and support. And finally, to the teachers and counselors who didn't lose hope through all the countless times taking the class. Apollo Blue Norton. Apollo would like to thank his parents, his sisters, Jillian, Jamie, and his best friend Lex. He would also like to thank all of his friends and family who respect his gender identity and help him through his transition. Elizabeth Cabanas. Elizabeth would like to thank Mr. Perez and Miss Brown and her family and friends. A special thank you to Sem and David. Jacqueline Campbell. Jacqueline thanks her family, friends, teachers for all their support. Fabian Carrasco Ortega. Fabian thanks his family for not letting him drop out and Mr. Sherman for helping him to graduate.
Can you thank both my moms, Danette Cardenas and Casey Cardenas, and my grandma?
Stay right here. Louis Cardenas. Louis would like to thank his mother, Danette Cardenas, Casey Cardenas,
and my grandma.
And his grandmother. Louis is thankful for his teachers that got him to this point and his family for always being there for him. Yasenia? Thank you. Yesenia Carlotta. Yesenia would like to thank her mom, her boyfriend, and her family. Grandpa? Eris Nicole Cavallari. Eris thanks her little old Nana Maria and her grandpa for always being her best friend and her other half. She also thanks her whole family. Asia Sia Knowles. Asia is thankful for all of her family, friends, and her teachers at Hidden Lake. She is glad that she was able to have some great teachers while she was here. Thank you to the people who've been on her side the whole time. She appreciates you. Cecilia Chavez. Cecilia thanks the staff at Hidden Lake High School for being so supportive. She also thanks her family for believing in her on her journey. Isaac Angel Chavez. Isaac would love to thank his family and friends, as well as his guardians and his girlfriend and grandmother. Most importantly, he thanks his grandfather, who he wishes could have been here today. Larissa Chavez Valdez. Larissa is thankful for her family and, of course, her teachers, because without them, she wouldn't have done it. Christina Michelle Coder. Christina would like to thank her teachers and her principal. Mostly, she thanks her family and her best friend, Tierra Lopez, for always pushing her to get her schooling done. Woohoo, go girl. Ashley Cooper. Ashley would like to thank everyone. Jackie Cordero Bonilla. Jackie would like to thank her mom and dad for believing in her and her friends Aviana and Delilah for pushing her. She did it for you, Aiden. Aviana, Rachel Davis. Rachel would like to thank her mom, dad, sister, Julia, and brother, Francois, and her sister, Caitlin. Dominique Christine de Herrera. Dominique thanks her mom and dad for never giving up on her and always believing in her. She would also like to thank her beautiful daughter for motivating her to finish strong. Everything she does for you. Lauren Duran. Lauren thanks all her teachers and everyone who supported her and came to see her walk. Fabian Estrada.
Quiere agradecerle a sus papás por todo el esfuerzo que han hecho por él. Por ellos es que empezó y por ellos terminó.
Thank you. Anthony Francois. Frankie. Sorry, Frankie. Anthony is thankful for all of his friends and family that supported him through the hard times and pushed him to finish strong. Most importantly, he thanks himself for creating a bright future ahead. Raymond Galindo. Raymond thanks God first for this blessing. He also thanks his girlfriend and friends, his family, and his teachers, especially Doc Garcia and Mr. Belnay for helping him when he really needed it. Most importantly, his mother for not giving up on him when he was ready to give up. He is also thankful for the system. Malia Gallegos. Malia thanks her grandparents and her supportive friends and family. Lizette Garcia. Okay, give me 1 second. Lizette thanks her mom and her son. She couldn't have done it without them. Okay. James would like to thank his parents, grandparents, and girlfriend for helping him to succeed. Devanay Rose Gutierrez. Devanay is thankful for so many things and people that it is impossible to thank them all. She is most thankful for what a great role model her dad was. Evangelina Hernandez Badena. Is he here? Okay. Evangelina thanks all of her family that have believed in her and helped her to achieve graduation. Thank you to her husband for staying by her side. Yeah. Jose Miguel Hernandez. Jose Miguel is thankful to his family, especially dad and mom, for always believing in him and for encouraging him to push on. He loves you guys. Do you want to say anything? James Heasted. Olguin. Esmeralda Olguin. We would not be standing here today at graduation without the endless support and help from the teachers and our families. Thank you to those who helped her classmates and her to get to this moment. Haley House. Haley would like to thank Leah Stringer and Ken Brown for believing in her. Lauren James. Lauren would like to thank Kellogg's combination of Lucky Charms and Frosted Flakes. Claudia Lara. Claudia is thankful for being blessed with a loving family and boyfriend. Most importantly, she appreciates God for what she has. Ivan Lara. Ivan would like to thank his parents for pushing him, Miss Brown, and the WVA team. Alyssa Laws. Alyssa would like to thank Hidden Lake High School for giving her the opportunity to graduate on time and for her family and friends who supported her through the way. Tierra Jessica Lopez. Tierra thanks her mom, Jammers, Alicia, and her baby's dad for motivating her. She also thanks Mr. Belnay and Miss Norcott for not giving up. And to Brainley and Quizlet, thank you for never letting her down. She would also like to thank her daughter for motivating her to finish school. Anastasia Martinez. Anastasia would like to thank her parents, her boyfriend, and her beloved family members for their consistent love and support. She would like to thank the school for teaching her everything she needs to know to help her thrive. She is grateful that she was able to make her little brother proud. She wishes he were here to see her. Gotcha. Dominic Martinez. Dominic thanks his dad, mom, and sister for pushing him, and thanks to his girlfriend for the final push. He also thanks his friends, the real ones. He would also like to thank his brother who is in heaven. Emily Faith Martinez Gallegos. Emily would like to thank her mom and dad. She would also like to thank her boyfriend for keeping her motivated. Yvette Martinez. Yvette would like to give a big thank you to her mom, dad, and boyfriend for being her biggest supporters and never giving up on her. She also thanks her educators and mentors at Hidden Lake for helping her every step of the way to graduate on time and her son for being her biggest motivation. Lexus Rose Mendez. Lexus thanks her family, especially her mom and dad, and thank you to the teachers. You guys are the best. Angel Marie Martinez. Angel would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for all the support and motivation. Jose Martinez. Jose would like to thank Mr. Stewart for helping him pass and finish school. He really appreciates him because he wouldn't have made it without Mr. Stewart.
And
Angelique Miller. Angelique is grateful for her whole experience at Hidden Lake, but mostly the unique and creative teachers that pushed her to excel. Their upbeat attitudes and willingness to help the students will always be a fond memory of Angelique's. Her family and friends were a major motivation, and she sends her love to them.
Can I thank my family and my mom especially?
Okay. Jeremy Montanez. Jeremy would like to thank Zoe, who taught him how to appreciate hard work and dedication. He would also like to thank his mother and friends. Go class of 2018. Viviana Montez. Viviana is thankful for her family and how much they have helped her toward her success. She is also thankful for her other family from Hidden Lake for pushing her in the right direction and allowing her to have amazing bonds and memories. Isabel Mustin. Isabel thanks her mom for motivating her to finish, her teachers for helping her in her high school journey, and for being a great support system. Thank you to all her friends for making school such a fun place to be. Ulissa Ojeda. Jojo would like to thank her friends that supported her and Miss Brown and Mr. Belnay for never giving up on her and her mom for believing in her. Just Tanya? Okay. Tanya. Tanya thanks every teacher that she had her junior and senior year for how much they helped her when she first moved to Hidden Lake. She would also like to give a very big thank you to Miss Brown and her family for motivating and believing in her every step of the way. Congratulations, class of 2018. Ricardo Ramirez. Ricardo would like to give special thanks to Rebecca, his twin sister. He is thankful for her existence. He also gives his most sincere thanks and love to a special lady in his life. Thanks for putting up with him. His eyes light up when he sees you. You are beautiful. He loves you, Mom. Thomas Ramos Silva. Thomas is now a retired hall monitor. If he can do it, anyone can. Thank you to Mr. Perez and Miss Brown. Destiny Randall. Destiny gives a huge shout out to the Hidden Lake staff. She also thanks her family for supporting her, especially her mom, Viola, and her sister, Lexus, for being there for her through every step. She also thanks her friends for never doubting her. We did it, class of 2018. Enrique TK Rivera. TK would like to thank his mom, Pamela, and brother-in-law, Bo, for helping him to get where he is today. Samantha Rodriguez Castreda. Samantha thanks Hidden Lake High School for accepting her here and helping her to graduate. She also thanks WVA, Mr. Lester, and Doc Garcia, and finally a thank you to her friends and family, especially her mom, for not giving up on her and continuing to push her forward. She loves you. We did it, class of 2018. Jasmine Rojas Cruz. Jasmine would like to thank all the teachers that were there for her and always believed in her. Most importantly, she would like to thank herself for always staying motivated even when things got hard. Go class of 2018. Jennifer Rojas Cruz. Jennifer thanks her teachers and Lisbeth for the support they gave her. She also thanks her older sister and mom for everything they have done for her. Jorge Apodaca? Yeah. Okay. Jorge Apodaca. Jorge would like to thank his parents and his big sister for pushing him this far. He's thankful for his teachers who kept pushing him into his next big step in life.
Can you add thankful for my family and my sister Destiny for being my backbone?
For being your what?
Backbone.
Okay.
That's it.
Marissa Salazar. Marissa thanks Hidden Lake High School for believing in her and giving her the chance to become someone. She also thanks her mother and her sister Destiny for being her backbone. Shania Salazar. Shania would like to thank all of her teachers and her principal for helping her to achieve her goal to make it here today. Thanks to her family for all the love and support. Natalia Sanchez. Natalia would like to thank Mr. Brown and Mr. Perez for motivating her, and to her people who have helped her and motivated her. You guys know who you are.
Can Mom get the Spanish version first?
Spanish version first. So it's Zaira.
Zaira le gustaría dar las gracias a su mamá porque ella le ayudó a pasar esta meta que tenía y ser mejor en el futuro. Hoy ella se está graduando y lo está haciendo por su familia. Ella los ama.
Zaira would like to thank her mom. She crossed the border to give her a better future. Today she is graduating for her and her family. She loves you. Angel Lee Faith Valdez. Thank you, Mom, for caring about her education when you had a million other things on your mind. Thank you to her siblings for pushing her when she felt like giving up. Thank you to Keo for always motivating her, and to her dad. She wishes you were here to celebrate today, but know this is ultimately for you. Madalena Elizabeth Valiente. Madalena would like to thank her mom for being her best friend and her biggest fan, Cliff for all of his love and care, her dad for all of his support, and her best friend Leslie. Thank you to all the people who believed she could. Christopher Villa Garcia. Christopher would like to thank his homies, his family, and his brother Cheche. He also thanks Jose Martinez. Andrew Ybarra. Andrew thanks his mom and dad and his grandparents. He would also like to thank the rest of the family and his friends. David Yenestroza. David thanks his family for all of their support. Veronica Zamaripa Lopez. Veronica is thankful for her mother, father, brothers, boyfriend, and his family. Oh, and also all 4 of her friends.
Zaradka.
Zaradka. David Zaradka. David would like to thank his family and close friends for pushing him to finish school and move forward in his life. Zach Zaradka. Zach thanks his mom for telling him to go back to school. That's it.
Well done. Wow. Wow, the largest class ever. Thank you guys. It was so much fun.
And I think we can sit down, huh? Well, you have to. I don't have to. You have to.
So in the end, we'll have a little over 100 graduates. Obviously, we didn't have 100 here tonight. I want to congratulate those that were unable to attend tonight because they're already living their lives. We wish to offer our sincerest congratulations and well wishes for your future. Of note, it's never too late to graduate high school. One of those other graduates is from the class of 2006 here at Random High School, and she came back and finished. So that was an amazing feat. So, Thomas, would the students joining the military please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your dedication to our country.
Los estudiantes que se unirán a las Fuerzas Armadas, por favor pónganse de pie para recibir nuestro reconocimiento. Gracias por su dedicación a nuestra nación.
Would the students who have received a scholarship please stand and be recognized?
Los estudiantes que han recibido becas, pónganse de pie para recibir nuestro reconocimiento.
This next group kind of shocked us all on the number of students that fall into this group. Would the honor graduates please stand and be recognized?
Los estudiantes que se gradúan con honores de la Escuela Preparatoria Hidden Lake, pónganse de pie para recibir nuestro reconocimiento.
This next group of students is to be commended because they did something faster than most people. Would the juniors graduating early please stand and be recognized? Juniors, you are the embodiment of our competency-based system here at Westminster Public Schools. Would the students and student council please stand to be recognized? Audience, before we get to the best part of the ceremony, we ask that you remain in your seats until graduates, dignitaries, and staff have exited.
Público, antes de ir a la mejor parte de la ceremonia, les suplicamos que permanezcan en sus asientos hasta que los graduandos, dignatarios y maestros hayan salido.
Will the class of 2018 please rise? All right, guys, this is that moment you have all been waiting for. As a class, for the final time, please move your tassels to the left. I now certify these young people have met their individual requirements for graduation from Hidden Lake High School. You are now graduates.